The views expressed in the following podcast aren't worth the ones and zeros they're recorded on.
A binary joke, really?
Right. Well, they do not represent the views of our employers, friends.
Wait, what about my views? I thought we were friends.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Well, obviously, I don't mean... Okay, anyway. The views of our employers, friends, spouses...
Especially spouses.
And our sober selves. Your mileage may vary. Welcome to Chew and Change. The people are real, the drinking is real, and the opinions, unfortunately, are also real. On today's show, we discuss the value of a liberal arts education.
What's going on? Whose line is it?
It says here it's Mike's line.
Okay, I guess you can read those ones, Perli.
Well, I guess you can, but I kind of wrote them with Mike in mind.
Well, I'll do what I can. Value of a liberal arts education should be less painful than my 2 vasectomies. By the chin hairs of John Calvin, we should all be simple farmers.
That wouldn't even make sense if Mike was here. But first, we discussed the State of the Union. Looks like it's back on?
Perli, that's going to be you again.
Oh, right. Sorry. The State of the Union is clearly overtaxed. The smallest minority on earth is the individual. Those who deny individual rights cannot claim to be defenders of minorities.
You know, that's pretty good, but I think we're missing something if we're going to pass you off as Mike.
Josh, you're a communist?
Almost there.
Star Trek?
There we go.
Welcome to and Change. Am I introducing the show?
Easy for you
Yeah.
to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's usually Mike that introduces the show, so it threw me.
No, you always do this part.
Oh.
I'm doing Change. I'm Josh, and I am drinking...
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I thought we were changing. Welcome to and Change. I'm Josh, and I am drinking a Mill Street organic lager. And it is mediocrely.
Well, that's wonderful.
Mediocrely?
Mediocrely. And, of course, this is Tim. I'm drinking something new. Signal Hill Rye Whiskey. It's a little above mediocre. We go on the official mediocre scale.
Right.
Right.
So,
So say hello.
Hi.
And, of course, everyone remembers Perli from our death panel discussion.
we may or may not be
That is
holding
like the
him against
most
his will.
metal fucking thing ever. The Death Panel Destruction. Oh.
That would be a great name of a band. How have we not started this?
Whole genre
none of us
music,
can play.
death metal?
And I'm Laura, and I'm drinking some dark Apothic Red. Kind of like,
We should point out this is a wine.
As
It's a
opposed to
what?
Dark Apothic White.
yeah. Well, there is
Racist bastard.
Apothic does make white, but I don't
But
drink
not
white
dark.
wine.
How do you make it dark white?
It's a Pinot Noir.
You burn them.
It's a blush.
No.
Rosé.
They just take 2 wines and pour them together and call it something.
But this is definitely wine that you can like really chew. Like it's a chewy wine, and I like it.
You want a knife and fork?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, so listeners, Mike is under the weather for this episode, so we wish him a speedy recovery. So we decided to sub not 1, but 2 guests on the show. So we have Perli and Laura. Thank you guys so much for jumping in here. Now, if you haven't
But
listened...
wait, there's more. For the incredible low price of $19.95, not only do you get 2.
What else do I get? Did you just
Pleasure
talk yourself
of my
into a...
company?
That's what,
So what do you
hold on.
give me?
Wait, you get 2 for $19.95? I'm pretty certain that Mike's second vasectomy cost more than that, actually.
You gotta
Both
pay for that
emotionally
The
and...
first one's free. I don't think the second one is.
Oh, the doctor covered it.
Buy 2, get 1 free.
It's a punch card system, right?
shit. Yep.
Frequent flyer mileage.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. So if you haven't heard the show before, we're just a bunch of Canadians sitting around yakking about current events. Really not much else to the show. Beyond that, and Perli's already getting a refill. I like where this is going. Sweet.
Perli ain't driving.
Yep. All right. So first topic, I think, Josh, you're going to introduce this one.
Yeah, so initially we were going to do a hilarious State of the Union speech in replace of the State of the Union speech that wasn't going to happen, but now it's possibly going to happen, but maybe not going to happen.
I was just
going to Schrodinger's State of the Union. I don't know.
I was just going to show a
That's
video of a
fake
dumpster
news.
fire.
What's that?
Show a video of a dumpster fire.
Yeah, that could have worked. We could just like play
Or crickets or something.
What about that car that caught on fire here in London today?
That happened?
Yeah.
Another
Where?
car caught on fire. And for once, it wasn't out front of my work.
Because I remember one happened in front of my work.
Well,
Yeah.
which used to be out front of my work.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
I remember actually watching that. I was just looking
Yeah,
out
I
the
was
window
enamored.
and just
Actually, the best was when I was
Josh is like, can we get back to the topic?
best was when I was working at that Krabby's.
Yeah.
Couple, let's just say, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's methamphetamine type people.
Somebody did crawl out of the car.
We're actually starting a fire beside my car.
Nice.
It made me feel safe.
yeah.
So speaking of burning, speaking of burning cars and meth heads, State of the Union, Josh.
So Trump's panel.
That's his advisor role now.
The lady who set her car on fire in front of a
Peter
Gabby
Griffin?
Jones.
Nobody watched Family Guy last
No,
night?
that was pretty
Oh
good.
no, I haven't. But that's
You
sounds like
haven't?
some- well, I've watched Family Guy. I just haven't.
Well, I know you've watched. I'm Family Guy. I'm not familiar.
And
with
all of a
this.
sudden, Josh gets in fight with a giant cock. I mean, rooster.
Rooster.
Is that the one where he's a CIA agent? No, that's American Boy or whatever.
Is that the one where they're all yellow and there's this racist tendency to go to a convenience store that's always has an idiot? Nope, that's Simpsons.
Okay, well, this is your topic.
Yes, this is my topic. So
You drive.
yes. So State of the Union. So apparently, Nancy Pelosi said that the State of the Union wasn't going to happen, and then Donald Trump says, "Yes, it is. I'm going to go in there anyways." And then
Trump has a chance to do that.
somebody
to women.
picked up a brick, and things just kind of escalated out of
They were
control.
trying to build the wall.
Yeah. They're
$20
building the right
at a
wall.
time.
They're building the right wall. Just build the wall and be like, no, Donnie, you can't come to play. This is our house, not yours.
Since when is a Mexican named Donnie?
I don't
Donaldo.
Donaldo.
I don't know.
Donnie for short.
So here's a bunch of snow Mexicans drinking, talking about.
I've heard that before.
That's what Trump called us.
What?
When he was going for his election,
Are you
he called
serious?
us snow Mexicans.
What?
Oh, yes, I remember this. He called
He
Canadian
called
snow
Canadian
Mexicans.
snow Mexicans.
Our
fair
food is
point.
not nearly as good.
Our food's not nearly as spicy.
I mean,
Substitute salsa and gravy. Then
no,
yeah,
but
maybe.
it doesn't. No, spicy doesn't even cut it. It's just like Mexican food in general, like authentic Mexican,
Well, they can
is
have-
amazing food.
Yeah,
can
but
have
we also,
fresh
but
fruit
it's
and
also a matter
vegetables.
of how we grew up, because we grew up authentic Canadian, which is also obviously a microcosm of other cultures. But we don't.
I'm sorry.
Dutch
but
and English. That is
I'm
not
sorry,
good
but
food.
like the stuff that I grew up on.
I was gonna say English. We just fucking boil everything.
The stuff I grew up on, it does like you can't compare.
Okay, craft dinner doesn't count.
No, it absolutely does. Because I was gonna say, like, it's like either like you're gonna have like someone's like grandmother who make these like amazing like tacos to like craft dinner. Like, no.
I took me
Okay,
10
name
years.
me. And Taco Bell does not count.
Okay.
Name me a fast food restaurant in Mexico
I don't
that
know.
is Mexican. Exactly. There's no such fucking thing.
So who cares about
they
fast
had a
food?
Taco
Wait, I
Bell in
can't-
Mexico.
Well, of course they do.
No, you can swear all you want. It's fine.
Okay, I wasn't sure at this part.
Yeah.
No, we have no problems fucking swearing. It's fine.
No, we just censor the
fuck
one.
yeah.
We just censor one segment just for fun.
America, fuck yeah.
Coming again
Shut your
to build
fucking-
another fucking wall. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Shut
the
your
state of
fucking
the
face, Uncle
That's the
Fucker.
state of the union,
You're a
everyone.
wonder biting us, Uncle Fucker. You don't eat or sleep or mow the lawn. You fuck your uncle all day long. Okay, we have to pay if we keep doing that. We can't afford that. No, we cannot. No, I think the State of the Union in the U.S., I mean, yeah, dumpster fire is probably apt, but I think there's some glimmers of hope. There's, I see like the other party
You say
grew
1,000 points of light, I'm bitch slapping.
for the homeless man.
I'm
Do
bitch
I get
slapping you.
do I get points for that?
Yeah, at least get a Neil Young reference.
Thank you. Well, I do have a kinder, gentler machine gun hand. It's such a good
Stop
song.
searching for a heart of gold. It's not going to happen.
Oh my god.
Hey, he's been searching for a cinnamon girl. Why not one with a heart of gold?
Cinnabon.
Cinnabon girl.
Oh, that does. Your brain did what my brain did.
Well, you mentioned, so I used to work at a place.
Cinnamon girl with Cinnabons.
I used to work at a place that was between so Timothy's Coffee,
Yeah.
and a Cinnabon on the other side, and this is where I worked all day. One coffee shop and a Cinnabon, and I worked right in between the two.
Sorry, Cinnabon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cinnabon, man. It's Cinnabon.
no Cinnabon. There's an O.
Yeah.
It's actually
Is there?
Cinnabon.
Yeah.
What kind of stupid ass name is anything Cinnabon?
Because
can't
Cinnabons are
copyright
like
the word
cinnamon
bun.
buns, but elevated. Like up
Elevated.
there.
Cinnabon?
I'm
No,
gonna
that-
have like 7 tomorrow.
That does not equate you.
Where's
my bonbons?
diabetes be damned. I'm having 7.
I'll grab the saw and the kid to take your foot off.
Diabetes.
When when the sawn off your leg, it was worth it. It was worth it.
Where's Wilford
The
Brimley
life
when you need him?
unexamined is not worth living.
Hey man,
Peppered Farm remembers.
once it's gone, you can eat all the sugar you want, man.
And
you're
your
not,
foot.
Yeah, you're not worried about it. It's already gone.
It's like cannibalism. It's recycling.
A severed foot is the ultimate stocking stuffer.
I mean, who doesn't want a nickname?
Yeah. I'm not going to say Stumpy because you got to come up with something a little
Hop
bit more.
along.
Yeah, peg leg. Like that's not
Peggy.
Peggy.
Oh.
That's making fun of disabled people. That's
here
not
we
right.
go,
But
here we go.
still,
Wasn't that Paul McCartney's
How about
wife?
Eileen?
No, because I won't lean. And I know someone named Eileen, and she's lovely.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bummer.
Suck up.
So
So,
I-
serious topics and whatnot. No, this is about
You
as
can't- you can't-
I don't know. Diabetes is kind of serious, man.
honestly, this is about as serious as anything going on down there. I mean, look, obviously the guy is out to lunch. Everyone, the whole system's out to lunch. So
I think he has
I'm happy.
syphilis.
I'm happy talking about Cinnabon.
That's why
I
his
think
mind,
Donald Trump has syphilis.
'Cause his mind
like
is going.
undiagnosed syphilis that's just gone to his brain and he's just batshit now.
The narrow defense.
Yeah, I think he's got neurosyphilis. He's just done. Yeah, he's gone cuckoo bananas.
Well, he's got the
Question.
mushroom penis. So
The question is,
Oh,
though, it's not just him. That's the point.
Yeah.
It's not just him.
Yeah, no, that is the point. I actually think the whole
Speaking
it's all
of Cody
corrupt and just falling
enablers.
apart.
I just like sometimes I think of like Mike Pence doing like the Mr. Burns behind him, like excellent, fuck up
is-
more, and then whatever because like no one would.
Mother, Bobo, this mayonnaise is too spicy, mother.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
time for your
I just actually totally went IT crowd.
Such a good show. No, I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's like I'm following
Neither does
it.
Trump.
I know. This is why we don't really cover much U.S. politics on the show because even though we talk about
It's
it,
a
lot,
dog chasing a car. I don't know what to say
I don't
about it. Bad idea. Oh dear God.
You remember the scene in Christopher Nolan's Batman: The Dark Knight where Joker's talking to Harvey Dent when he's Two-Face in the hospital? Is like, plan? I don't have a plan. I'm just a guy chasing a car. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's Trump. Trump is the Joker in that situation. He doesn't have a plan.
He's got enablers, but I honestly think he doesn't have a plan. I think he flies, but it's never been his way of modus operandi. He doesn't really
That's the
plan. Like he
yeah.
just.
I'm not saying he's as smart as a Joker. I'm
how
just
do I
saying
make
he just doesn't have
a loud
plan.
noise and bull in a china shop and take the cash register on the way out? Like that's
He's more concerned with his own personal ego than he is with the welfare of everything else.
yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, basically, he got his massive tax cut for the wealthy. They got a permanent Supreme Court. What's his face? Supreme Court butt chug, I think was his name.
yeah butt plug
Butt chug.
The no cavapuke.
I like beer.
Cavapuke. Cavana. Cavano.
Kevin, no, apparently doesn't mean no.
Wow.
That's a
Let's call it what it is.
Put your MAGA hat down.
I like beer, Perli. Do you like beer? Do you like beer, Perli? I like beer.
I like soup.
Oh God. No, we just can't follow it. It's just so.
I don't think there's
nuts.
anything like you just.
It's the ultimate reality show.
I'm along for the ride. I'm along for the ride.
I-
we don't
I-
have a choice. I
When
can't
does
vote
the
down
credits
there.
start though? Like, that's what I would like to know.
fucking hate reality shows.
Except for
But-
RuPaul's Drag Race.
That's a good show.
No.
Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, I love it.
I kind of like when Gordon
the
Ramsay yells at
closest
people.
thing I come to a reality show is WWE because it's less scripted.
And about the same level of violence.
But
And just as many people get fired.
Wow, wait a minute.
I don't know. I like drag queens. They're amazing.
I like Judge Judy because she yells at poor people a lot, and it just makes my life feel better.
So you are a closet Trump.
My husband,
You get
the
to feel a
elitist.
little classist.
The claim? So
Hey,
funny.
we were in Walmart the other night, and I heard some
Okay,
things coming
there's-
out of your mouth, sweetie.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's a difference
I never
between
claimed-
Walmart and
Judge-
everybody else.
and Judge- It's called the tooth to neck tattoo ratio. The closer to one it approaches, the more likely you are in a Walmart.
That's a fucking reality TV show. The
Yeah.
people of Walmart.
I'm
Why
sure.
is that not a reality show?
Walmart will
We've done
sign
Wa-
off on it.
Yeah.
No, we've done Walmart.
Because you don't want to
bingo.
damage their brand.
We've
Yeah.
done but everybody knows it anyways. People play Walmart bingo. I have.
Oh, do you guys want to hear my Walmart
For
story?
our
Yes, please.
listeners, you need to
Yeah.
explain what Walmart bingo is.
Yeah.
Seriously, you can actually
Please.
find it online. It's an actual
We'll post a
bingo
link.
card. And you're supposed to go in groups to a specific Walmart. But at the time, I was living out of town. So I went to a Walmart where I was living, and others went to other Walmarts around London. And you literally play Walmart. So it's like find someone with a tramp stamp, but it can't be female.
Love it.
The sad part is that you can still play bingo. That's still possible.
And you literally sit there with bingo dabbers and play bingo.
Oh my God, why don't we do that? All right, we have time just real quick for your Walmart story, then we got to take a quick break.
Okay, so this is actually not my story. This is someone that I went to school with, and he worked at the East End Walmart.
Was
so,
it a liberal arts degree?
No, it was computer programming. So he
The anti-liberal arts degree.
absolutely. So he worked at the Argyle Walmart.
Oh, the best one in London, too.
So
My Walmart.
yeah, so he was saying
Good
that
Walmart,
he was working with a woman who was working at the jewelry counter, and some woman came and she was a little bit older, but definitely not dressed well. Asked for a tissue, so the lady gave her a tissue.
Were the juicy track pants at least?
No,
like,
she was wearing a skirt because what
washed?
This is important.
So this,
Oh, I
She's
know where
wearing-
this might be going, and it's already
so
not
this,
good.
so this lady, this older, probably middle-aged lady, lifted her skirts,
Cookie Pierce.
wiped her vagina with the tissue, put her skirts back down, and then left it on the counter for this woman to clean up.
Wow. Well, on that high
Best part
note,
is that was still more sterilized than the bathrooms.
on that note, we're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to have to wash my mouth out with some old Liquormen's dirty whiskey, whatever the hell that stuff is.
I don't
Wanna
wanna-
do you want to borrow that late woman's cleanup?
We'll be right back.
You're listening to Two and Change, the podcast where whiskey is the most superior drink.
Hold on just one damn minute. There are many drinks out there.
Like Kahlua and coffee. I need
And
my
beer.
caffeine. And beer.
And those drinks exist. Whiskey is better. You know what else is better? Our website, twoandchange.ca. You
Better
can
than
also-
what?
Better than all of the above.
Ah.
Where you can also find our blog at twoandchange.ca. You can also look us up on Facebook and Twitter. Follow us there, and hopefully you're enjoying the show.
All right, everyone, welcome back from that break. Hey, guys, do you know what time it is?
Time for more Coke?
No idea.
Oh, right. You haven't been here yet for this.
It's weekly What the F time. All right, folks, this is the part of the show where we round up all the weird, wacky, and wild news we read this week and share it with you, the listener, in case you missed it.
Oh, is that why it's called Weekly What the Wait. Why can't you say
Tim censors this part to make it classier.
Starting off in Liverpool, UK, the Daily Star reports that a digger driver, I'm assuming that's what we call a front end loader, thought he hadn't been paid the £600 he was owed from a job from building a Travelodge hotel and decided to wreck the place.
The messed up part was he actually was paid. He just didn't really check his account before going on his hour-long rampage, which cost tens of thousands of pounds to repair and delayed the opening of the hotel.
We've all had days like that, but you know what? That's pretty well f***ed up. God damn it, why am I still being censored?
You'll get the hang of it.
Here's something super Canadian. After a storm blew through Windsor, Nova Scotia, a Zamboni was found in the ditch on the side of the road. Apparently, it went viral on social media.
I don't think that story could get any more Canadian if it was discovered by a Mountie drinking a Tim Hortons coffee off a hockey stick.
Maybe a moose. But speaking of wooden sticks, Donald Trump gets added to Disney Hall of Presidents. The animatronic attraction features the past presidents, including audio clips. Donald Trump wanted to add a line or two bragging about his skyscrapers.
Oh, I got one.
Sure, go ahead.
Speaking of Trump's erection, Ars Technica reported that the state of Arizona wanted to charge a $20 fee on all internet-capable devices to unblock porn. The money would be used to pay for the wall.
I have a feeling that wall would be funded in a minute. And
Tim's a douche.
Florida man, make room for Florida woman. A Florida teacher is accused of smearing feces all over a park before a child's birthday party. Apparently, the pavilion was rented by her boss, the principal, who she was clearly having some sort of professional disagreement with. According to the Huffington Post, Carpenter, 42, faces a single count of criminal mischief over $1,000. According to the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, she was released after posting a $2,500 cash bond.
Some expensive shit.
It's a shitty way of fucking with your boss. Well, that's all the time we have here for Weekly What the Fuck.
Why the fuck didn't you get censored?
Segment's over.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuckity fuck.
Little does he know I'm going to censor that too just for fun. So,
That's going to be fun to listen to.
speaking of shitty educations, so we were reading a story about the University of Wisconsin at Stevens Point. In order to save costs, they are dropping 13 majors, including art, English, geography, history, philosophy, and political science.
Yeah, because if there's anything Americans don't need is how to speak gooder English.
More gooder English.
More gooder.
Now, while these were designed supposedly as cost-saving measures, this does bring up an interesting point. For several years, we've been told about the importance of not only STEM education, but also going to the trades. Now, with all the focuses on hard sciences and job training programs, is a liberal arts education in trouble? I mean, is there a value in pursuing an education rooted in liberal arts in 2019? Now, before the show, Perli, you said this is what you went to school for, liberal arts education.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
First degree was Western Literature Civilization. Second degree was English. And third was a master's.
I thought your
English and
second degree was
comparative
murder.
No, we don't talk about that one.
Dude. Moose and Squirtle.
I actually did not know you had a master's.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Masters in what? I didn't catch that.
English and comparative lit.
That
That
must have
sounds-
sucked.
So boring. I'm sorry.
Actually, it was kind of cool. Compared Milton to Dante for one of my final essays to get my degree.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. Yeah.
I don't know who those people are.
Dante, the
I know.
circles of hell. And that was kind
Oh,
of
is that what that is?
Paradise Lost versus literally what's considered.
If you had a liberal arts education,
No. So
How many
speaking-
times this come
So
up?
I think I'm the only person in this room that doesn't have a university degree.
again,
Oh
that
my
doesn't
God,
really
you're the Wallowitz.
Yet, absolutely, I am.
Mr. Wallowitz, who is also an astronaut. So fuck the other guys. I mean, really.
Really, but it's okay.
Well, no, there's nothing. But the question is, I guess, more. So I've seen people post a lot online, especially like, saying, hey, fucking idiot, you can go into university, get into debt, et cetera, et cetera. You should go into the trades, and that sort of thing. I'm not, the approach I've always taken is that if you want a university education, get a university education. If you want to go through a job training program, go through a job training program, go through certification. If you want to go to college, I mean, really just some sort of post-secondary education is important, but I don't think there's any one that's right over the other. But I feel like liberal arts, like just the art of rhetoric, the art of speaking, the art of communication, the art of just reflecting on shit that happened before is starting to slide in its value in society.
The argument that always annoys the hell out of me is like, oh, there's job-specific training, da-da-da. There's no magical thing that says you're going to get a job after X when you go to school. There's very few programs across the board where that's going to case. You're going to have to do work. You're going to have to learn how to do your fucking job. And sometimes you're going to have to take a kind of an odd job that doesn't quite fit somewhere to move into something else. Like,
so tell me about these odd jobs that don't quite fit, Josh.
hey, well, that's between me and my clients, okay? So
He goes by Madame Agogo at night.
So I'm going to kind of say that is absolutely 100% true. But in my experience,
Which part, the odd jobs or the?
Hey, man, whatever happened before happened before. And
He
let's just
told
say-
me there were going to be art photos.
She told me she'd stop at the elbow.
I'm only doing this to get my way through college.
anywho,
You've been a freshman for 20 years.
your point is
my point is that I think maybe it's just the time that I graduated or whatever, but I am 100% that like I went through up in Canada what we call a college diploma from a community college for computer programming, and I literally had a job like 2 days after my last exam working in downtown Toronto.
But,
curiosity,
are we looking at it from a Canadian standpoint or a U.S. standpoint, since this is an American
Well, the story.
university?
Okay, well, the story is American. I'm talking more about like
But reason I'm
maybe
asking
Western
is-
society.
Reason I'm asking because college in the States
Completely
has a
different.
completely different meaning
That's why.
than college in Canada. College in Canada is a trade, hands-on, you are doing shit. Whereas university is you're thinking about doing shit.
I think setting aside the whole college university nomenclature, it's more about sort of the concept behind like, is there value in getting an education that's not?
Oh, there's a value
necessarily
in getting any education.
Well, of course. I mean, not specifically
Otherwise,
it
you end
goes-
up as a Cheeto, as a fucking president.
No, he has a degree from Wharton in economics. That should scare you.
You can get a degree from Wyerton Willie, I'm sure.
If you donate enough
if you
money,
pay
get it
enough
from
money,
anywhere.
somebody will turn
True
a
story.
blind eye.
No, I think it's less to do with what side of the border we're on, because I mean we share a lot of cultural similarities in this. That they've been pushing job training. And I agree. There's probably too many people who are being pigeonholed into university who this may not be suited for them. But the whole like. I guess I just sort of feel that the whole concept of liberal arts is being completely devalued.
I think
But
so.
it always has been.
Yeah, I mean, not always. I mean, this is like it depends on when we're talking.
Even when I was in university, the joke was, if you were a philosophy
What do you do
major,
with the BA in English?
so what are you doing? Training to say, why would you like fries with that?
Hey, I have a master's degree in music. I'm not much better here.
But that's the thing.
BA
Like
history, but-
there are always ones that will have their.
So you could
jokes
say,
to them.
when do you want fries with that?
You can say why. Yeah, I can say when, and you can sing
Wait,
then.
fries are done.
And you can do all the programming and
no, bitch, I'm buying those fries because I'm the one with the money.
the money to buy the. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So that's like, I don't know if that kind of like, reinforces the whole, liberal arts or like non-specific career degrees versus, job training. Because like
then again,
let me finish. Is that there's like the three of you guys both have like good educations. Like you have
But,
critical.
but apparently the three of us know that both isn't the way that actually say it. So it's not the three of you guys have both.
Sorry.
This is why you
Yeah,
get
see?
education,
Exactly.
people.
And I'm also like 2 glasses in, so shut up. But the thing is that
She
like,
also owned this house
Yeah.
where the studio is in before I even moved in.
right? So I mean,
Careful.
that's
Oh
the
shit! It's a rental. The studio, not the house.
So and that's the point is that like reinforcing that you don't necessarily need a university degree to get a job, or that stereotype where like I went in for something a little bit more job specific and I was successful a lot sooner.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, there's a lot. There's in the program world specifically. There's like 6 months, 1 year programs that are post grad that have job guarantees on them. Like, and they're from
Yeah.
like solid places. From like U of T will put a job guarantee of these post grad programs. Like they're not like
Cobalt.
But there's
but-
but there's a big difference. Like
But
my
we're
little
bro-
beef is
but
that
we're broad stroking everything.
yeah. So when it
Because
comes
when you go to Laura,
Yeah.
but when you go to college, Laura, obviously computers,
Mm-hmm.
that is a very job specific
absolutely.
mindset, shall I say.
And I'm not sure
Whereas
this is...
other degrees that you can get from college.
Like Parks and Recreation, like that one.
I love that show.
It's not the degree. It's like recreation training or something like that. So a friend of mine was doing that.
Restaurant and hotel management. I can guarantee anybody coming out of that program does not have any more knowledge than I do, and that comes from me working in it.
Also, a big pet peeve of mine. Like, I'm sure you've encountered it, where you get like that new hire and they've like went through fancy and they're like, "I'm so fancy," and you're like, "Fuck up!" Like, fucking shut up and just like do your shit. I've actually
There's
like,
the fryer. Fuck off.
yeah, absolutely, right. I've had.
Did they
so
teach you how to work that?
when I was in when I was working.
Yeah. Fries are sous vide product. Enjoy.
So when I was working in Luigi and Wong's, we literally had.
Shit, I remember that place.
So we literally had some girl.
This is a restaurant in London that's now closed.
Yeah, the only place in London that you could eat spaghetti with chopsticks.
Because how could a Chinese Italian restaurant possibly go wrong?
Yeah. So this girl, she was about the same age as I was, and I was going through school for computer programming.
What do you call a black Mexican restaurant? Shay, what? Nacho mama.
Nacho cheese. She literally walked off the job on a Friday night rush. She's like, "I'm too good for this," and walked the fuck out. Like, and it was just like, what? Yeah. And I used to joke that I'm like, "Oh, you paid for your education to make as much as I do, and I just do this as part-time on the side. Like, really, what did it buy you? Like, congratulations, you know how to put together a recipe."
Yeah, I think the thing is with an education. I mean, this is where I kind of twitch a bit that we should all go to engineering school or become computer programmers, and yes, that's very important. If you have an aptitude for such things, then that's a good destination.
Here's the alarming thing: the percentage of Americans, I think it was overall Americans, was about 60% now are unaware of the Holocaust, and millennial generations.
Sorry, what?
And millennial generations is pushing up higher than that. So
and probably 90% of them can't even spell it, and yet they cancel the English program.
And that's the problem, right? Like, yes, job training specific is very
Absolutely.
important. But you also need people that understand and are that want to learn like what happened or how things work from a grander picture, because
Josh,
takes
what was
both
your degree in?
history. But still,
Understanding the context of things is important, people.
it is. Well, but that's the thing.
Why? Oh, wait, I just got a
Why?
philosophy
When?
degree from Wharton. I just got a philosophy degree from Wharton.
no,
Apparently,
it's like-
I'm going to be the next president.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like, well, why is history important? I'm like, well, there's an orange fucking Oompa Loompa for president. That's why history is important, right? Like, you need those perspectives. And funny thing is, places like Facebook and Google, all these places have all these brilliant, amazing programmers, and then they can't communicate what they're doing to the regular public.
And I think
That's the problem.
And I think that sorry. go ahead, Lauren.
Also why I have the job that I have. D's for diploma. I sucked in school. Like, my grades were terrible, but because I'm a sociable person and people like enjoy talking to me, that's how I got my job.
You're also
She
competent.
slept with her teacher.
I will say this, and
No.
this is you're also a unicorn. When it comes to you are a female programmer, you're
Is that like Michael
Not-
is
I'm,
not
I'm a
virus?
female programmer that doesn't have like huge social hangups. There's lots of female programmers out there, but I would say not a lot of them, but there are
There's
quite
lots
a
of programs.
Well, I mean, okay,
Yeah.
but
Literally.
look,
You're also a
Computer
unicorn that you're a
specific.
sociable
okay, look,
programmer.
but to your credit, this is the thing. All you can do is once you're in the door, especially in a big corporation where you work, won't say the name because that's not what we do in the show. Once you're in the door, it's up to you to move in that company.
Right. And sure, but I mean, like, I would say, I'm definitely
no one came to your desk and said, "Hey, do you want more money?"
No, that's
that
true.
doesn't happen.
No.
I mean but that's life.
Somebody
Nobody
did with
will
me,
ever.
but it was actually at the bank vault, and that was a different story.
Was he wearing a clown mask? And then did he already shoot the other guys?
Serious.
We're not supposed to talk about your second major.
You remind me of my father. I hated my father.
This is why this is an audio
kidding, Dad.
podcast, not video. That whole witness protection thing.
With less protection. Oh, that joke was brought to you by a very expensive university education.
Edumacation.
No, I think you're right.
SMRT.
I think that's the thing is with liberal arts or humanities or these sorts of things where they teach you can be taught soft skills. I think that's a controversial opinion that
Define a soft skill.
The ability to sit and communicate, the ability to show up somewhere on time,
How
the
is that a
ability
soft
to
skill?
Oh, it is
Literally
now.
go walking down the street. That's no longer is a soft
so
skill.
as someone who does work with people who are generally introverted and they don't communicate very well.
But an introvert does not
I work with-
necessarily
No,
mean
no,
that
no.
you can't communicate.
No, it's just more of the soft skills and how to have a conversation with someone without like
Being an asshole.
Not and absolutely it because like there's part.
Fuck that.
Yeah, well, no, there's ways of kind of working collaboratively with people. Sorry,
It's more the semantics of the actual phrase soft skill because
yeah, but you could
it's
argue
not-
semantics, but like
it's not a soft skill to actually be able to enunciate, to be able to communicate.
But
That's
there's
not
no-
a soft skill.
But there's no class, there's no university course on how to enunciate properly. Well, I guess vocal music. but-
Wait, hold on.
There literally
I guess
is no.
technically.
So hold on, let me
but
get
it's
this
not
straight.
just-
Hold
but
on.
It's not just university.
We got
it's
the
our
music
literal
major talking about
education
enunciation.
system.
We've got the English major talking about semantics, and then we got over here going, people can't talk to each other about programming.
It's not, but it's not about
1001001.
No, I work with
right.
programmers all day. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, so we kind of have to wrap things up here. Anyone got any final thoughts?
We have to do a rap.
Yes.
Well, West Philadelphia, born and raised.
No, we don't have money for that. Okay. I just want to thank everyone for joining in to and Change. Thank you so much, Perli, for sitting in the last minute. Thank you also so much to Laura. Josh, hi. If you're enjoying the show,
I got a high.
And
make
Mike, we hope the narwhal virus goes well for you.
sure walk or whatever it was.
Norwalk. It's called, I think he meant norovirus, but he's that miserable that he just typed Norwalk.
I think no, I'm pretty sure Norwalk virus is the thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
T virus is going to come walking out going stars,
I gotta look this
stars.
up now.
Maybe lower T cells. Oh, that's a different. Anyway, so if you're enjoying the show, make sure you check us out at
Does he have
twoandchange.ca. Make sure you download us on Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Anyway, for Two and Change, I'm Tim.
I'm Josh.
I'm Laura.
I'm Perli.
We'll see you next time.
I really want a Cinnabon right now.
Yeah, I do.
That sounds
They're
good.
gonna take your foot. I'm gonna have to.
She has two.
I have a bad back. This is a known fact.
It's okay. I'll get
We have healthcare up here.
Yeah.
True, but
Plus insurance.
I still want to be able to use my back.
She was a smart one. She went to get programming. She's got good programming.